heard the phrase, change is inevitable, but growth is optional. Why is that? Well, because change is the only constant in the universe. So change is upon us all the time. Seasons, weather patterns, people are in and out of your life, change. But progress is a whole different story, right? That requires effort on your part or on my part. In the last couple of weeks, Lydia and I have been sharing a free online training series called the Big Lies, where we're dispelling myths, lies, that have been fed throughout humanity, right, for generations. You're not enough. You have to earn love. You can't heal yourself, can't have the life of your dreams. God's outside of you. You're controlled by your genetics. Those were the topics chosen by our community. And watching how they've impacted our lives, that we're on the other side of those, and watching how it's still impacting those untruths, how they're impacting people's lives. And when it comes to change, right, there's three big psychological fears that pop into people. One is the pain, the fear of loss. Well, if I change, I'm going to lose something. Another one is the fear of hardship. That's going to take a lot of time, effort, energy, and money. And what if it doesn't work out? I don't know if I can go through all that. Is it worth it? And then the fear of the outcome. What if I do all that and I don't get what I'm after? And that's what the mind wants to default to, which is loss. Because it's a primitive piece of fear to focus on what we might not get. What if we flip those? By choosing to change in a direction that improves your life. What if you focus on what you're going to gain, not what you're going to lose? What if you focus on who you'll become through the hardship? The hardship is the work. Anything worthwhile requires effort. So who will you become? Matter of fact, in a couple of days, I have the current world champion in a skydiving discipline who's going to be on my podcast. And he shares that he thought that achieving that goal was going to be the thing. And he realized it's who he became because of the discipline and the training to achieve is what it was about. And that's hardship, to become a world champion, right? Because you have to sacrifice certain things and you have to commit to training on days you don't want to do it, but you do it anyways, right? And that's another philosophy in personal development, which is stretching. And that is, if you feel like I just can't do that, then you must. Must, not from guilt, but from internal drive, because that's what's going to require the change, yeah? And the reason we're here today is to invite you to join us for the TAO-Living Immersion that's happening May 16 to 19, 2024, right here on our beautiful Sacred Land retreat property. And the reason we call it an immersion, because it's just that. You can go to all kinds of events and seminars where you can hear all the right information, it sounds right, but it's intellectualized. And it's just not enough, right? Because there's head knowledge, there's body experience, and soul wisdom. And the immersion that we are holding does just that. Sure, there's necessary intellectual new mindset, skill set, but left there, that's all it is, mind candy. Integrated into your body is what's essential, and lived out, then it becomes soul wisdom. The process of true transformation, the process of enlightenment even, is an undoing, not a doing. And so the immersion is here to assist you to pull out what is not you, right? You're already healthy, wealthy, successful, loving. That's who your nature is. That's your true identity, not the one we've been programmed to run. And so how does that go about? How does that setting serve them?
Thank you, Lou. So in that undoing, it's important action, but it's also important surrender. So with the support of this amazing land, nature remind us, for both sides, remind us the masculine aspects within us and remind us the feminine aspects within us. That expression of nature that burst into springs and bring life and bringing into action and the commitment of expressing yourself as the trees and the bushes and the animals. And then there is the prior to that. There is that place of surrender and going in and really diving in and connecting to that more feminine aspect of self. And within this immersion, we will be diving tremendously on the expression of your feminine within you, all of us, and the expression of the masculine within you, all of us. Yeah, how can we bring that into support? Like when we really take actions towards the physicality, into different movements, into different aspects of expressions that we're going to be bringing to you through so many tools, from breath work, from different connections to the elements, the fire, the water, the air, the space, the earth. Yeah, and that we can connect it to those through the mental, emotional, physical, energetic levels, including also the intuition level, the spiritual levels. So we will be playing and expanding into both aspects of who we are, our sun and our moon within ourselves. And as Lou mentioned, to start to clean up the stuff that has been programmed ourselves. And really, as we clean up, we can clear ourselves and see through a true vision. Like, for example, if you bring a little air into a mirror, it's going to be like extremely fog. And in many aspects of our lives, we are, as human beings, seeing a lot of fogness. So into this immersion, we will support you through so many tools that you will always be there to choose, if yes or no, to move that fog out. And this way you can really see the amazing human being, spiritual being that you are.
Beautiful. True lasting change requires an upgrade in your identity. What do I mean by that? We all run a personal identity, and it's one of the greatest forces in human psychology is to be consistent with your identity. This is who I am. No, it's not. That's how you're showing up. You're being run by the programs. We covered this in the previous 2 Big Lies pieces, where the first 7 years of life, all of us were programmed. Some of them were great programs, some of them not. Fear, lack, limitation. And because they're programmed in, and we run our life by 95% of the subconscious and only 5% of the conscious, we believe this is your choosing, right? But it's not. You're being run by programs. We all are. And so it's cleaning up those programs. That's the essential work. And it requires an immersive process to do that. That's why we're offering this to you. Now you get real, true, lasting change, because your identity gets upgraded to match the trueness of who you be, not the old stories that you're running, which is why we as people put in effort and then, but it's not working out. Why is this happening to me again? Because we keep running the same patterns. You know the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome. When we upgrade those programs and shift our identity to become truer to your nature, then your experience changes, because your reality now has to match the new programs. It's just the way it works. So click the link below, check out all the details. If this resonates and you're ready for true transformation, come play.
And know that it is a safe, supportive, and extremely sacred space.
Thanks for tuning in. Share this with others. Abundant blessings. Peace.